Here in Southampton on the Solent, it's very, very foggy. I'm getting on that red jet behind and we're taking that over to the Isle of Wight to Cowes. I thought we needed a passport, but you don't if you're a UK resident because it's part of the United Kingdom. It doesn't look too choppy. I'm hoping it's not going to be too bad. As you can see, the weather has definitely cleared up since we left Southampton. It's actually quite a nice brisk afternoon here on Cowes. To get to the Isle of Wight, you can either choose the red jet or you can get the red funnel ferry. We took the red jet, which took about 25 minutes. From West Cowes over to East Cowes, over there is a bridge. I actually thought it was a proper bridge. They said it's a floating bridge, so I thought it was something kind of raft, but it's not. It's like the Woolwich ferry a little bit. It runs on a chain and it's a boat and it goes across over there. So currently I'm on the floating bridge. How exciting. Now when you come into Cowes, either on the red funnel ferry or the hydrofoil, a huge building dominates the skyline, and that's on East Cowes where I am now. And actually that is the Columbine shed, and that's actually where the hovercraft used to go from, just there. And you can't miss it because it's a great big Union Jack on the doors of it. It's huge. The back part of it also doubles up as a classic sort of boat museum as well. I'm just walking down the promenade in East Cowes as you do, and look what has appeared coming into Southampton, the Queen Mary 2. It was only like 3 weeks since I was actually on that in the Caribbean, in Barbados. Now it's heading into Southampton where it's going to turn around. It's got a debarkation and embarkation because it's actually going to begin its World Voyage 2020. As the Queen Mary 2 manoeuvred into the Solent, our thoughts then changed to Queen Victoria. That's not the other Cunard ship, that's the actual Queen. Now all around the Isle of Wight there's lots of references to Queen Victoria. Apparently it was one of her favourite places in the world to come, and she, just like the Queen likes to go to Sandringham, Queen Victoria likes to come here to the Isle of Wight, to East Cowes. Behind me here, this is Albert Cottage, another reference to Queen Victoria. It's now been turned into a hotel and restaurant. And this impressive sort of building here is the entrance into the botanical gardens that Queen Victoria used to enjoy. We're now on our way to find Osbourne House, which was the residence of Queen Victoria when she was here on the Isle of Wight. And we found this sort of sculpture in the wall of a police officer here and a guy driving his car, and there's like a plaque on the wall here. When you actually look at some of what these things say, some of them are quite funny. This is actually the first motor offence reported in the Isle of Wight, and the guy was actually fined £3 plus 11 shillings for driving at more than 18 miles an hour. Honestly, wrist slap there. A lesson to be learned before you actually walk all the way up the hill to get to Osbourne House. Check and make sure it's open first. It's currently closed. So about 1.5 miles from Osbourne House is St Milfred's Church, and we're on our way there now. And this was one of Queen Victoria's favourite places of worship. She used to come here quite regularly, and it overlooks the kind of estuary here at Cowes. So over there is West Cowes, and we're in a place called Whippingham, which is just on the outskirts of East Cowes. And it looks really impressive, actually, I've got to say. We're not having any luck today. It's everywhere we're going seems to be shut. I don't think we picked the time of year to actually come over to the Isle of Wight. But the church is absolutely fantastic. It's definitely worth coming here, even if it is closed, just to actually see it. You can see here, there's actually a stone that was laid by Queen Victoria herself here. It says this stone was laid by Queen Victoria and Albert, Prince Consort, on the 29th day of May in the year of our Lord in 1860. Well, that was a whirlwind visit to the Isle of Wight, and it's definitely a trip worth doing if you are down on the south coast near Southampton or Portsmouth or any of the surrounding areas. So it's now time to actually depart the island, and we headed back to West Cowes where we caught the red jet just in time because the weather changed for the worse.